up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well. It is the end of the week, which is super awesome. I had a 3-day week this week, which was pretty cool. We had off for Labor Day, and then we also had Tuesday off, which was really weird. Like, I always don't understand why they give us those really weird, like, Monday, Tuesday breaks. I just don't understand, but... Alright, Friday's feature cards for you all. I have one card to talk to you guys about in my, Bloom deck. So, I said this before in my modern, Bloom Titan deck, that I don't run Hive Mind in the deck. So, it's more creature-based, and so since I'm not running Hive Mind, I'm not running Blue. But I was talking to my boyfriend Zane and his one of his friends, and they both run Bloom decks, and they were talking about my deck, and they said, I really think that Tracy would benefit from running Tolaria West in her deck. And I was kind of hesitant about it, but I was like, you know what? I was like, let me try it out and see. So I decided to run it, and the card has been really, really helpful, because what I love about Tolaria West is that it not only gets you a Summoner's Pact, but if you for some reason just, I don't know, you've gotten rid of all of the Summoner's Pacts in your deck, you can get lands with this card, which is super awesome. So if you need a very, very specific land you need another bounce land, you need to grab Boros Garrison, I don't know, whatever it is that you need to grab, you can do with Tolaria West, which is awesome. So, this card has been working out really well in the deck. I decided to run 2 in the deck, and then run, full run Simic Growth Chambers, so I took out 2 Garul Turfs and 2 Selesnya Sanctuaries, and it has been working out really well for me, so I'm really happy that I decided to put Tolaria West in the deck. I think it's a great addition. It thins through my deck for me, which is great, and it just, you know, makes my top decks just even better, so I'm really happy I put that in the deck. Okay, now to talk to you guys about, what I drafted last week, last Friday. I draft on Fridays now, which is really great. I get to draft tonight, which I'm excited for. I'm a huge fan of drafting. Like, I've gotten into it, I said this last week. It was never something that I did before, really. I'm going on, I think this is going to be my 5th draft that I ever do. But last week I drafted a black-red, and, I feel pretty comfortable with Origins for the most part. Like, I feel like I've drafted it a couple times now, and I feel a little bit more secure with it, which is really good. I also feel more secure with drafting, which is awesome. And so I drafted black-red, and I was pretty happy with my deck. I went 2-2. I placed in top 8, which is great. So I got, what did I get? I got a pack. And I got an Abbot in a pack, which was sweet. So, like, I got 1 pack for winning, and that's what I pulled. So I pulled an $8 rare, which was really cool. I want to trade that away so that I can get full value out of it. Which, by the way, like, still have my Jace, and I still need to find someone to get it off my hands because I don't want it. I pulled the new Jace, and I'm just like, I don't need it. I don't, like, it would be good in Tasigur, but I don't need it. And I'm like, I'd rather wait until this, like, falls out of standard in the near future. And, you know, it's $40, and I just would rather have, like... That's like half of a Snapcaster Mage. I'd rather, like, trade away a Jace and something else for a Snapcaster Mage, because Snapcaster Mage is just really good. Okay, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent. But anyways, so I pulled that, and then I got a couple of, like, promos and stuff, which was really cool. So these were a couple cards that I drafted that I thought were really sweet. Pack 1, pick 1, I got a Molten Vortex, and this card is actually pretty okay in draft, because, I was running, in my deck, I was running like 17 lands, and a lot of times you just kind of top deck lands, and this card was just really awesome, because it's like, you discard a land, which, I mean, my deck, I think my curve topped out at 5. I don't think I had anything that was more than 5 in my deck. And so I played, you know, Molten Vortex, and I got to discard lands. I got to deal to creature or player, which is awesome. I love having that option. And it was just like, I don't like your small dude. This thing kills a lot of things in the format. So, Molten Vortex was one of my, like I said, pack 1, pick 1. It was kind of I was like, okay, I'm pretty certain that I'm going into red, and then I decided to pick up black a little bit later on. I even toyed with white a little bit, and black-white is just really, I love black-white. Like, there's probably, like, my favorite color combo, but I went into it a little bit too late, and it was just not enough for me. Another card that I drafted that, I don't even know if this was a good thing to draft at all, but I drafted, like, 3 Undead Servants, and, like, I don't know if that was a good move or not, but it worked out pretty okay. Like, I just got zombies, and it was really awesome, and I don't know. Was that probably the right move to do in drafting? I mean, maybe not, but it did okay for me, so I don't know. It was funny, is once I picked up the second one, I was like, okay, I'm committed at this point. Every Undead Servant I'm gonna take, and then I was like, don't know if that was the right move, but yeah, whatever. Next card that I have is Eyeblight Assassin, and this card was super sweet for me because this card kills a lot of different things in the format. A lot of things are going to be, you know, it's going to kill like Bonded Construct, it's going to kill a lot of Fodder tokens, it's going to get rid of a lot of stuff, and I was kind of like hesitant about this card because I was like, what happens if this card's a dead, you know, card, which it could potentially be, but if anything, it's 3 mana for a 2/2, pretty okay body, so I was pretty happy to pick up an Eyeblight Assassin. What I was really happy to pick up was a Nantuko Husk. Now, let's be real here, if I'm drafting Origins and I see Nantuko Husk, I am like, I want 12, because this card is literally amazing. Because if you're like, okay, I'm not gonna block your Nantuko Husk, and you're like, okay, sweet, I'm just gonna sack my team and then, you know, deal you lots of damage. This card is amazing. Like, I actually passed a foil one, and I'm kind of regretting it a little bit. One, because I kind of want to foil Nantuko Husk because I wanted in my Muga CDH deck, and two, because I don't think I was going black at the time. Like, I don't even remember. I can never remember what I pick over certain cards, so it's like I can't even talk to you guys about like how I drafted because I'm just like, it was all just a blur. I mean, it's like you go through so many packs. I'm like, I don't remember what I pick over, you know, certain things. So it's like I remember like pack one, pick one, and generally like the second, you know, the second pack that I get, and that's pretty much it. Cool. And then I have Reave the Bones, and I'm a huge fan of Reave the Bones. Like, if I'm in a draft environment and there's Reave the Bones, I'm like, I want to pick up a Reave the Bones, because this card's really good. One, it's a sorcery, which is really great, so you have a lot of things that synergizes really well with, like, prowess, or, like, anything like that, or with this set, you know, spell mastery, you want things to get into your graveyard. Reave the Bones is sweet. It's just the fact that you get to scry first, which is really awesome. You get to scry 2, which is cool, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Loss of life, you know, it's an aggressive format, so that 2 life can potentially be relevant, but if you can get an answer with those 2 cards, you really don't care too much about loss of life, so I was really happy to draft Reave the Bones. I was also really happy to draft Dragon Fodder. I love this card. Like, this is one of those cards that when I see, I'm just like, I want to draft this card, because it's just like, it's just stuff for my Nantuko Husk. It's just really, really good. I'm huge, like, I love tokens. Like, I just really like tokens a lot. And I'm a huge fan of Dragon Fodder. I was really happy to draft it. Alright, next card I have, is, Akroan Sergeant. And this is a pretty nice common in the set, because it's 3 mana for a 2/2 first strike that has Renown. It's pretty simple, it's nothing super complicated, but it's just a pretty nice body. It's just it's kind of one of those things that it's like, you kind of need a couple of those, you know, those creatures like that in your deck, and I was really, really happy to draft that card. Another card I was really happy to draft, I literally drafted 3 of this card, Firefiend Elemental. This is a really sweet kind of like, you know, turn 4, they've tapped out their team because they swung at you or something, and you're like, I'm gonna hit you for 3, and then it gets Renown, and it's just really good. And the last card that I want to talk to you guys about in this video is a card that got passed to me. Like, and I'm not saying, like, it was, like, the person to the left of me passed me, and that was, you know, the start of the pack. I'm talking about, like, this went through, like, 5 different people. Reave Soul. I was like, I'm not really one of those people who's kind of like, wow, bro, you just passed that card to me, but, like, there's some cards that I'm like, really? You just passed that to me? Like, what are you drafting? And, like, people passed me a Reave Soul, and I was like, what? Reave Soul is, like, one of the best, like, removal cards in this format. Like, this card is sweet. And when I got this, and I was like, I literally said out loud, I was like, how, are you guys not going black? Like, what did you pick over a Reave Soul? I really want to know, because Reave Soul is sweet. It's a 2 mana kill spell, basically. It's going to kill so many different things in this format that are going to be threatening, so I was really happy to pick that up. I would have loved to see more, I didn't. But yeah, guys, that's it for Friday's feature cards. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day/night. I really wish I had more things to say to you, but I don't. That's it for me. Yeah, have a good weekend.